Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back. I was here, part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Hell yeah. What's going on, Dark Mage? How's it going? Just starting off, getting some of the yellow details finished up here. Maybe not finished up, but you know. Sure they look yellow? Because we're doing the classic yellow over black. For fun. Feel very burnt out this week. Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. Not doing too bad, you know. Can't complain too much. See if we can't get these lines a bit straighter too.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
For fun or to prove that yellow is worthy of love too, yo. Yeah, I don't know about that, but I mean, mostly it's because it's a named character, and this is the design on his banner. So yeah, kind of for fun. Of his true love, orange? Yo. I do paint a lot of green. Is it possible to focus the camera a little? Yeah, that's a good shout. I should bring this in a bit. Since I'm painting something small. 2,000 points of fire dragons? Yeah. Yep, that's happening for sure. No doubt. It's looking okay. All of the waves and movement of the fabric that looks super nice. Makes it really hard to draw a straight line. It kind of looks like this side is thicker than this side, though. Is that a bad thing? Do I need to adjust that? You will paint my best boys in blue? Yo. You already painted Night Lords, though. Yeah. Which ones you want? Crimson Fists or Ultramarines? Slim out this line a little bit. Ah, jeez. Oh, no. Oh, no. I was not careful enough around the ripples in the cloth. Oh boy. I think I made it worse. That'd be hilarious, but I have to keep my points zipped up tight for any potential loyalists lurking about. Facts. Hey, yo! What am I looking at here? What am I looking at? Yo. Alright. I love OBS, but it's tripping right now. Alright, we got... Thank you, Sleepy, for gifting a tier 1 sub to Nurgle Heresy. Hell yeah. And then Dark Mage for gifting 2 tier 1 subs. Hell yeah. You love to see it. Hype train? Hell yeah. And I think Wolf gifted one as well? Hell yeah. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Just so you can see me, paint not straight lines that are supposed to be straight. At this rate, Sloth will be rich? Yeah. Basically, now I'm a millionaire. So... I can now buy all of the Warhammer models. Is that girl math? Not quite. Grab. Bezos did the math. It checks out. Yep. Pretty sure that's how it works. I am using a reddish orange color here. For the yellow. So that we don't end up with green. Because while I do like green, we are looking for yellow and blue, not green. Oh boy. Trickle down economic. All right. How do you guys take good pictures of your minis? Yeah. Yeah, I have a light box is a good shout. I think actually Squidmar has a good video on this if you are familiar. He's been a content creator for a long time and has a lot of good content. So I would recommend going to his channel and checking that out. Yeah, he has a good video on photographing your minis. I think what I do mostly follows that video. Can't watch now. Watching sloth packs. Is that the video? I believe Sleepy linked it in chat. Squidly Bits video? Oh, okay. There you go. Is the second goat. Hell yeah. Yeah, if you drop it in the Hobby Tips channel in Discord, that's probably a good place to store it. You could probably pin it as well. Pin the message. Do I technically name the backpack or Prince Uriel? You will name the backpack. No, I'm just kidding. You'd name Prince Uriel. Which is a little funny. That's definitely an edge case that I did not consider. Naming a named character. One of the recommended videos for me is a photography video from Louise. That's probably also a banger. Alright, it took a bit of time. Kind of like focused up, locked in. And I think we have some fairly straight lines on this banner. We have to do some slight bending of the banners. And hope we don't snap them in half. I actually considered cutting off one of the banners. But I think this is an okay... Oh, how did that happen? Bro. But I think I can get away with just bending it out of the way a little bit. Just hope I don't bend it too much. I don't need to spend too much time on this. Mostly I just have to get, like, solid colors down. And that'll be enough. If this goes sideways, I'm gonna wish I had clipped that. Facts. I'm playing the dangerous game. Luckily, the GW plastic is pretty sturdy, so little bit of bending is nothing too crazy. Tell that to the Cathay stuff? Yeah. Usually GW stuff is pretty good about that, but the kit that I've recently had the most issues with was actually like the Death Watch kit. The little like data antennas on their backpacks. I snapped those off so, like so quick. Oh man. Pole arms and spears turned into slightly smaller pole arms and spears. Yeah, I can imagine like also the like the Lumineth Realm Lords, I would guess, also probably have a lot of issues with that. I think they're called like the Wardens or something. The ones with the giant skinny pole arms. Yikes. That looks like not super fun to transport or build or paint. The banners are starting to look pretty nice. And yeah, they're leaning towards like orange right now. But that's just to make sure that they don't lean towards green. Because both yellow over black and yellow over blue tend to look pretty green. We don't want green, we want yellow. And actually, I think we're also gonna do the next best thing after yellow over black. We're gonna do white over black. I like to start with Cool Gray from Monument Hobbies. I find it's pretty solid at like coverage and stuff. Are you truly okay? Yeah, facts. This is actually like I put this model down for a little bit. And I remember why I put this model to the side for a sec. Because I was painting yellow and white over black. And it was not going well. But that's okay. Sometimes you just need to put the model down for a sec. Take a quick break. And by quick, I mean a few months, you know? Sometimes you have to treat yourself and paint some trim. Yep. For sure. I would definitely consider that treating myself. Oh boy. Ooh boy. You know, I actually saw something recently. Let me see. If it'll work well. But it was using the almighty toothpick, one of our favorite hobby tools, to paint small details. Because unlike the paintbrush, it doesn't like splay out. It's not too bad. I think I had too much paint on it. Yeah. Not sure it's that much better than a paintbrush. It also has the downside of it doesn't hold paint. Because it's a stick of wood, not a paintbrush. It wasn't bad. Might test it out a little bit more. You know, add it to my toolbox. The example I saw in the video was painting rivets. With a toothpick. So this is also, you know, not painting rivets. But let's see if we can do the bend the banners a little bit. Painting rivets without a brush? That's gotta be heresy. Yeah. Brush also has the benefit of being thinner. Try this again. Maybe dab it a little bit on a paper towel. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. Again, it doesn't really hold paint. But, I mean, for doing these small details, that's pretty good. You don't have to worry about, like, oh, I put a little too much pressure. Now there's paint everywhere. Got called in early for work. Damn, that's tough. Yeah, have a great. I hope you have a good day at work, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. All right. All right. Looking not too shabby. However, I have just spent the last hour working on this banner, so it should be looking pretty good at this point. All right. Our yellow is looking pretty yellow. Just gotta clean up a little bit. All right. Hello, Zophiana. Paid your tithes to the Imperium? Hell yeah. Sadly, if you're trying to uncorrupt the stream, there's a lot of heresy going on, so... It's a tall task. No! For Dark Mage, yeah. He's not here, so you're filling in? Oh, man. I thought that was just the check-in, not gonna lie. I mean, it's whatever you want. But yeah, I set it up so that the border of the stream is based on the amount of corruption in chat. Which basically just means it's always corrupted. After spending all that time getting this yellow, Now we gotta paint black over the yellow. Easy. Plan is to work on my LOTD leader after the electrician gets here and back. Nice. LOTD. Oh, like, yeah, Legion of the Damned? Bro, I was like going through all the acronyms. I was like, Leagues of Votan? No. LOTD, Legion of the Damned. That's cool. Do you have, like, how much? Definitely would have gotten it wrong. I was like, pop quiz, what's LOTD? Lord of the Dragon? Nope, that can't be it. No, that's sick. What's how much Legion of the Damned do you have? Side question. Do you what are you using? Like, how are you kit bashing them? I do have a work in progress. The build so far, nice. If you want, you can post them in my Discord channels. Work in progress. Show them off. It's just some characters right now. That's awesome. Lots of green stuff, skulls and random bits. Nice. Yeah, the flames are like the hardest bit for that. Yeah, that's looking pretty sick. Bro, kit bashing with the lion too? That's sick. That looks awesome. Yeah, I'm not that good at green stuff. Playing them as Dark Angels? Yeah. Nice. It's funny you bring up kit bashing with the lion. Oh no. What are you doing with the lion? What heresy are you bringing about? Outcasting him as Conrad? Yeah. It's a good sculpt for just like for kit bashing. Unless you believe that the Legion of the being demons of faith. Yeah. I have heard some things about that. There's some interesting things going on with some of these Imperium factions. Like, speaking of Dark Angels, actually one of my favorites is that the Watchers, the Watchers are like little warp entities, kind of like Nurglings. And I think that's awesome. I'm here for it. Man. I did the second side so much better than the first. My counts as Azrael model. Let me pull it up here. Sheesh. Yeah, that looks pretty awesome. I love a good flaming sword. Yeah, I'm a big slacker on bases. Like, my Azrael is actually not even glued onto the base. And, yeah, not glued onto the base. And the Watcher isn't even primed. So, but I'm calling this model done, so. is at least decent for casual play. Yeah, most lists are. I think. Casual play is a lot more forgiving. And especially if you have models like the lion in your list. That tends to be a pretty strong start. All right. Looking pretty nice. Clocking in at the hour 17 minutes for this banner so far. But I am very happy with how it's turning out so far, so worth it. Let's see here. What else do you have in your list? Holy! Caveman's action with a big 14 billion raiders. Hell yeah. How's that going? Go Power Raiders? Hell yeah. A shout out was given? Nice. Nice. Hello, welcome in. First time chatters. Thanks a lot for the shout out. No problem. No problem. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream? Currently, I am painting Uriel. And we're chatting about someone's Legions of the Dam list that they're building. Counts as Dark Angels. Got that sounds like actually sounds like an awesome Dark Angels list. you have like all three of the wing, the green wing, the death wing, and the raven wing, which I'm so here for. That sounds like it's a lot of fun to play. Had a 10-hour super fun stream? Sheesh! 10 hours? Go crazy. A lot of wings? Yeah. We're here for all the wings. Painted some board game miniatures. Nice. Chicken wings are missing? Yo, facts. Need to get some of those up in that list. They have the paint variety? Yeah. So lots of black, bone, and fire? Yeah. Usually I skip. Usually I paint for tabletops or even sculpt them myself. Sheesh. Did some nice OSL. That sounds epic, actually. I've never painted board games for miniatures, or, board games for miniatures. Miniatures for board games. Because, usually I just haven't gotten any board games yet that have, like, quality miniatures like that. But a lot of these board games that are coming out recently have some like really nice minis in them that I'll be so down to paint. Hey, no worries. From Germany? Hell yeah. Your English is perfectly fine. Don't even worry about it. Mouse and Mystic is one of my favorites. Yeah, I'm actually have to write these down because I am looking for some more board games to get. And if the board game comes with cool minis, that's just like bonus points, you know? Game I caught my wife with? Hell yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. So, I've been using this toothpick for painting some of these fine details. It's a trick I saw recently in a video that I'm like kind of testing out, and it's not bad. Basically, the benefit of using the toothpick over a paintbrush is that the toothpick doesn't splay out. So if you put a little too much pressure down, you won't get like paint everywhere. It only hits the small raised edge. You paint all these ugly miniatures? Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's nice to not paint, or to paint something that's a little more whimsical, a little more fun. Not the monstrosities that most tabletop games come out with. Oh, jeez. It was not a very good showcase. I'm still trying to figure out there's definitely a little trick to using it, and one of the downsides is definitely that it doesn't hold any paint because it is a stick, not a paintbrush. But it's not bad. Not bad at all. Nice trick with the toothpick? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. So more space dinos? Yeah, more space dinos. But I'm more like, oh, now I'm forgetting. There's a creator on My Mini Factory that is like, I think it's like Dragon Lodge Gaming, maybe? But they do like, they do cool sculpts with like mice riding like birds. Some more, a little more whimsical sculpts that I'm thinking about printing out and painting. To mix it up a little bit. Space dinos like the Saurian Star Host? I think Sleepy was just talking about Seraphon in general, but that's definitely an option. Is that the one the models that One Page Rules came out with? If I remember correctly. Cause those did look pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Oh, jeez. Yeah, back to the toothpick. I was like, you know, I still messed up a little bit with the toothpick, but... my goodness. Double checked is definitely still hard with a paintbrush. My goodness. Double checked. Is a dungeon crawler. Fight ogres and spiders instead of orcs and ogres. That's awesome. Yeah, so yeah, I saw a box in my local game store. I might have to go back and pick it up. It's definitely a little bit easier to use the toothpick. But it is still a tedious process. Don't think there's much that would actually prevent this from being a tedious process, though. Support OBR or OPR for the last 3 years. That's awesome. Yeah, they're really out here doing the Lord's work, huh? I'm gonna crack out some gold here because this is the last kind of base color that I'll be using on this backpack. Not that I like Space Marines a lot, but it might be their masterpiece. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be exciting to see what they do next. Back to Whimsy models. I'm a big fan of Epic Deck Studio. That is another good Whimsy creator. And that's why it's hard for them? Yeah. They definitely kind of have to tiptoe around GW's legal team. I love Epic Ducks. Yeah, it's pretty fire. Definitely something that if you're looking for something a little different to paint. Alright, now that I got all the base coats down on the backpack, I'm gonna put this to the side for now. That was supposed to be a short side quest at the start of the stream. Ended up being most of the stream, but that's okay. It's all good. Sometimes it be like that. Or to test a technique, yeah, for sure. Really love to paint duck marines, yeah. Next in the grimdark future should be space shadow stalkers. Yeah. And I play Eldar. Yeah, I have a couple of armies that I collect. I have some Dark Angels, actually, that I was showing off earlier this stream. Not really in a playable state, as you can see. Not even glued onto the base. But don't know new names for GW miniatures. Yeah. Now it's Eldari instead of Eldar for some reason. I think it was like copyright issues. But and then I also have some Chaos Knights. Yeah, that was the case, which is sad. Yeah. All right. They should go back to going with communities instead of against them. I agree. Especially recently, they've been fighting with a lot of like content creators and stuff, which is like a little sad, for sure. Always love Tyranids. Yeah, the Tyranids are pretty cool. currently putting some, starting the highlighting process for black. Adding a little bit of turquoise in there. Stop buying these. Yeah. That's a pretty valid take. I know a lot of people switch to like other miniature games because they don't like the way GW's been handling things. Which luckily nowadays there's quite a few good miniature games. Like Star Wars Legion in particular is kind of rapidly growing in popularity. And I think the new StarCraft miniature game has also been doing super well from what I've seen. I just don't like the size of the minis. They're tall and shelves are always not. Yeah. I do like minis that are a bit larger in scale. But it does make storing them a pain, huh? In 50, I even tried to print in 50% size. Huh. That's kind of cool. How long do you paint your Eldar? Yeah, I've been painting Eldar for a while. I tend to hop between projects though. like I was saying, I was talking about Star Wars Legion. I recently got a bunch of Star Wars Legions that I've been painting, but Eldar were they were the faction that I got as a kid. So they kind of hold that nostalgia for me. I am going pretty bright here, just to get a feel for how the highlights are gonna look. Those are way too thick though. Nice work on the spear, by the way. Thanks. Yeah, I've been I kind of got down a process with like using the airbrush, especially for like swords and spear blades and stuff. It tends to work super well at getting those like nice smooth reflections down. Not bad, not bad. Oh, you know, that's probably gonna end up gold. Painting the trim on his shoulder pad. Which is definitely not even gonna end up being black at the end of the day. All good. I've got some of the highlights kind of sketched out. Can come in with the gold so that we can kind of see what the model is going to look like. Don't want to spend too long painting something before we can kind of get a good idea of what the finished product is going to look like. Because maybe we want to adjust something. Be extra careful near the spear. We don't ruin our nice blends. I can imagine, yeah. Even worse, actually, is gonna be like, there's some like, I don't even know what to call this. Filigree, maybe, is the right word. on the armor. This might be another toothpick. Might be another job for a toothpick here. To get this like fine golden design on the for the black armor. Another reason why I'm not spending too much time blending the black just yet. You don't want to spend hours and hours blending the black to be perfect. Just to get gold on it. Actually, it wasn't too bad though. They got painted instead of used as a brush. Yeah, I use toothpicks all the time. It's a very versatile hobby tool. It can be used as like stands or pins or you know, basing elements. I love a good toothpick. What'd you use yours for? For my OSL? That's awesome. And among the cheapest hobby tools? Oh, exactly. They're cheap. They're versatile. What's not to like about a good toothpick? No. Need to get off a bit? Yeah, for sure. Thanks again for the raid, and yeah, rest up. 10-hour stream sounds intense. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Sure, we will meet again? For sure, for sure. I'll talk to you later. Totally forgot to even paint this half of the shoulder pad. Little charms on his bandolier. Oh, one more thing. Did you switch off the AI use of your stream? Oh, I did not. Is that a thing that you can do? In options and safety. I'm assuming you're talking about in Twitch. That is good to know. Thank you. Someone asked me today. Yeah, for sure. Thanks for spreading the word on that. I appreciate it. That is really good to know. have to scroll down almost to the bottom. Got it. Got it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna... I'll switch that on after I'm done streaming here. And I'll take a look at some of the other settings in there, because I'm sure there's some other good stuff I should definitely have set. Make sure that all my stream settings are nice and good. Tell as many people as possible, for sure. That is some great info to spread around. Yep, I'll talk to you later. Have a great rest of your day. All right. Painting the tiniest of details. The gold is starting to come together here. Not bad, not bad. Alright, I think this is where I'm gonna call it for the day. I'm starting to get a little impatient with the gold. Which usually means it's a good time to take a break. But yeah, today was mostly spent getting the pattern down for the banners, and then getting some gold so that we can start seeing what the model's going to look like. Yeah, as always, thank you all for watching. Thank you again for Caveman's Action for the raid. You all should check out his channel. Sounds like he does some pretty cool stuff. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll be streaming again tomorrow at the same time. Probably painting the same model. Yep, see you next stream, Wolf, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.